additional 5,957 displaced people continued to return to their homes from 6:00 a.m. on January 9 to 6:00 a.m. on January 10, 2016. Therefore, out of a total of more than 640,000 displaced people, approximately 480,000 have returned to their homes. The number of displaced people still living in camps is 167,226. This is according to a statement by the Ministry of Interior on January 10, 2026, regarding the ceasefire from January 9 to 10, 2026. The Ministry of Interior of the Royal Government of Cambodia hereby informs the national and international community that the aggressive acts committed by the Thai side against Cambodia's sovereignty and territorial integrity have caused impacts and damage in 7 provinces, namely Pria Vihear, Odar Minchi, Banteay Minchi, Battambang, Persat, Koh Kong, and Siem Reap. As of the period from 6:00 am on 9 January to 6:00 am on 10 January 2026, the overall situation is as follows. 1. Situation of displaced persons. An additional 5,957 displaced persons returned to their homes. Therefore, out of a total of more than 640,000 displaced persons, approximately 480,000 displaced persons have returned to their homes. As a result, 167,226 displaced persons, including 87,277 women and 54,408 children, remain in displacement camps. In addition, a number of displaced persons have been staying with relatives in 18 other provinces and are also gradually returning to their homes. Notably, displacement on such a large scale has had severe impacts on daily livelihoods, including employment, public health, housing rights, and particularly children's right to education, as well as serious psychological distress. 2. The continued closure of essential public services. In Odar Minchi Province, 220 schools, 34 hospitals, health centers, 1 provincial administration, 33 provincial departments, 5 district administrations, 10 competent enforcement units at municipality and district level, 23 commune Sangkat administrations, and 23 police stations have resumed operation, while 40 schools, 7 hospitals, health centers, 1 commune Sangkat administration, and 1 police station remain temporarily closed. In Banteay Minchi Province, 5 schools and 1 hospital health center remain temporarily closed, while public service institutions at the provincial, municipal, district, and commune Sangkat levels have resumed operations. In Pria Vihear Province, 61 schools and 14 hospitals health centers remain closed, while 12 schools, 12 hospitals health centers, and public service institutions at 1 district and 6 commune Sangkat levels have resumed operations. 3. Destruction of civilian physical infrastructure. No report has been received yet. Therefore, from 7 December 2025, damage to private property includes 336 civilian houses, 7 privately owned buildings, 10 apartments, hotels, 3 gas stations, 1 private market, 34 cars, 8 motorcycles, 1 cassava purchasing warehouse, 1 storage warehouse, 3 cell towers, 6 water reservoirs and water treatment facilities, 1 rice barn, and 2 animals wildlife. Damage to public property includes 25 schools, 9 hospitals health centers, 42 government office buildings, 17 pagodas, 1 almsgiving hall, 1 statue, 1 vehicle, 4 ancient temples, 5 bridges, 1 market, 32 road sections, 1 electricity supply facility, and 3 electricity transmission lines. The actual damage may be greater, as local authorities continue to assess and collect data on the impacts. 4. Measures to rehabilitate houses and villages of displaced persons. In Pria Vihear Province, the impacts and damage are being assessed, and ongoing assistance and support have been provided to civilians who are not yet able to return to their homes. In Odar Minchi Province, a total of 84 villages remains inaccessible for civilians to return, while officials are actively preparing housing and village conditions in 172 villages. In Banteay Minchi Province, local authorities and relevant officials are arranging temporary shelters for 735 families who are not yet able to return to their homes and undertaking repairs to restore electricity and telecommunications networks. In Battambang Province, local authorities and relevant officials are continuing to visit affected residents, provide assistance, and inspect damaged residential sites. In Persik Province, local authorities and relevant officials are closely monitoring the situation and conducting visits to residents who have returned to their homes. In addition, local authorities and relevant officials at all levels are continuing to cooperate in conducting public awareness and education for residents on the impacts and dangers posed by unexploded ordnance. Overall, as of this time, the Ministry of Interior of the Royal Government of Cambodia has been paying close attention to and monitoring developments on the front line on an ongoing basis, working in close coordination with the Royal Cambodian Armed Forces to safeguard sovereignty and the lawful territorial integrity of the nation. At the same time, the ministry is giving due attention to the appropriate management of displaced persons and has instructed the relevant provincial administrations to continue collecting statistics, conducting inspections, and addressing the impacts that have arisen to the fullest extent possible. Efforts are also being made to accelerate the resumption of public service delivery to the people, while continuing to strengthen close cooperation with frontline forces, enhance security measures, and maintain overall situational control in the border provinces. The Ministry of Interior of the Royal Government of Cambodia warmly welcomes His Excellency Michael George December, United States Assistant Secretary of State for East Asian and Pacific Affairs. Prior to his visit to Cambodia on January 10, 2026, Assistant Secretary December reaffirmed the position of the United States in contributing to the resolution of the dispute between Cambodia and Thailand, and announced a continued commitment to support both countries in implementing the Joint Declaration on Peace and the peaceful settlement of disputes between Cambodia and Thailand, adopted in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, paving the way for a return to peace, prosperity, and long-term stability for the peoples of both countries, as well as for the region as a whole. The Ministry of Interior of the Royal Government of Cambodia expresses its full support and sincere confidence in Samdech Techo Hun Sen and Samdech Thepade Hun Manet with regard to both national defense strategies and diplomatic policies, in accordance with the Constitution of the Kingdom of Cambodia and the Charter of the United Nations. In particular, the ministry underscores the 4 demands of Royal Government of Cambodia to Thailand and the special message of Samdech Techo Hun Sen, which reaffirm that Cambodia will not make any concessions compromising its sovereignty or dignity. Accordingly, all fellow citizens are called upon to continue strengthening their spirit of patriotism, self-reliance, diligence, and national ownership in order to safeguard and build our nation, drawing upon the strength of national unity and an unwavering patriotic spirit. Through such unity and determination, Cambodia will continue to overcome all challenges, regardless of their magnitude. In this regard, the ministry calls upon all fellow citizens to place their trust in the royal government, to unite under a single Khmer national spirit, and to refrain from falling victim to propaganda and incitement by any extremist groups that could undermine the government's strategy of quiet but not silent, which is being implemented to ensure lasting peace and to firmly safeguard national sovereignty and territorial integrity. May all fellow citizens continue to uphold the enduring spirit of Khmer unity forever.